This report reflects a dedicated effort to understand and mitigate the risks of terrorism financing that threaten the sector's integrity and impact. It is important to recognize the ongoing global efforts to combat terrorism financing, which have placed a spotlight on the NPO sector as both a target for exploitation and a critical component in preventing such activities.
So today we are here to look at or to launch the report on the risk assessment for non-profit organizations. Someone might be asking, so why are we even having a conversation about the report? And if you look back where we're coming from, and one of the speakers has spoken to it, is that 2 years back, there was an assessment that had been done in the run-up to that period that looked at how we are open or transparent in a number of financial transactions, particularly international transactions. And because we belong to a number of these international institutions that are set up to look into particularly the financial sector, then we failed in a number of respects. And that led the country being put on the grey list. And more so with regards to issues around anti-money laundering processes, as well as countering the financing for terrorism activities. And as a country, we have an obligation to conform. And we began a journey towards trying to address the gaps that were identified, to address the concerns that were raised. Now, what we are doing today is actually in response to trying to address some of those gaps that were picked. And if you look at what we are doing as government in terms of digitizing government services and operations in terms of improving on efficiency, it also helps us with transparency so that Kenyans can see where the monies are coming from, where the monies are going to, as well as help with accountability mechanisms. Ladies and gentlemen, this launch marks a start, not an end. It's a call to action for all stakeholders, whether you represent a government body, a non-profit institution, or an international partner. You play a key part in this team effort. This report should be more than just words on paper. Let it be a blueprint for proactive measures that will safeguard Kenya's non-profit sector while allowing it to flourish in delivering on the charitable objectives for which they are registered.